Hey y'all know what it is. Another video on Cat's Curls. Actually, I'm starting a new series called Kurly Events. So what that consists of is anything that's a current event that affects people with natural hair or people who look like me, or any event that's happening in my life. So kind of story time type of thing, updates type of thing, rants, all that. So this is episode 1 of Kurly Events. As you can tell by the title, I will be letting you know why I have taken such a hiatus from YouTube. Ugh. Before I even get into this. Yeah, 2020, y'all. 2020 was one heck of a year. So, more so for some than others. However, really quick, I'm trying to make this video not too lengthy. I know some of y'all get tired of me talking. This isn't the video for you then. And the Kurly Events probably isn't the series for you either, because I can talk, okay? But in February 2020, I ended up having a surgery. Don't freak out. It was for an old injury that I had in college. So the last week of February, I had that surgery. I was out for 2 weeks after that, and that rolled right into quarantine. So as you can imagine, everybody was freaking out, buying up all the toilet paper for whatever reason. And everybody was just pinned up into their house. So I was one of those people. I was also still healing. So I wanted to be as careful as possible in regards to exposing myself to any possible Rona. So I was really packed up in my house. So with me being in my house alone, if y'all don't know, I'm originally from Dallas, raised in Dallas, and I live in Kansas City. So my entire family's back in Dallas. My closest friends are not in Kansas City. I do have some coworkers who I've gotten really close with, but they're booed up, they're quarantining also. So it was just really me by myself. And if y'all hear any background noise, it's my upstairs neighbor. He's really heavy-footed, but it's okay because he's a doll and I really like him. So yeah, but anyway, so I had the surgery, ran into quarantine. Everybody was booed up, shacked up in their own situation. So I was really alone. That really put me in a very lazy mood, not depressed, not sad. I was really just blah. I didn't feel like anything. So in regards to me taking a break, I originally started out by saying, you know what, I'm gonna give myself like a month break, maybe 2. That turned into the rest of 2020 and some of 2021. So in regards to that, I really had to make a decision in regards to what emotional capacity do I want to take up in 2020. YouTube did not fall into that, yes, this is something I'm willing to take on. And if you have never tried YouTube, or people who are familiar with YouTube, they know that as fun and as glamorous and as easy as YouTube looks, it ain't, okay? It is fun, however, it is a lot of work, mentally, physically, everything. It's so much work, and I just was not willing to take that on emotionally. So I gave myself grace to take a mental break on things that I was not willing to take on the capacity for. So as I would give any of my loved ones that grace, like if they came to me and they're like, hey Kat, I just really am not feeling like myself lately. I have all these goals that I want to achieve, but I just really just want to take a break. What would I tell them? Take that break. You're gonna be working the rest of your life. You're gonna be reaching these goals the rest of your life. If you believe in whatever you believe in, but for me, it's God. So for God to put us all on quarantine and make us sit down, what did I do? Sat my butt down. So that is mainly the reason why I took a hiatus from YouTube. But I'm coming back, y'all, slowly but surely. I have revamped my energy, and I'm ready to take on the capacity of YouTube again for y'all. Any of y'all who have subscribed last year while I was on my hiatus, shout out to y'all. Y'all are the real ones, because baby, don't judge me off of how last year went. I do not normally operate that way. And for all of my subbies that just stuck with me and did not unsubscribe because they were frustrated with the fact that I was not pushing out content last year, I love y'all. Facts. I love y'all. We need to get together, have like a Zoom party or something. Cocktails, Trulies, whatever your vice is. I'm here for it. I don't judge. But yeah, so that's basically why I took a break from YouTube. But there are some tips that I want to give you in regards to getting through that feeling that you have, whether it was depression, whether it was sadness, whether it was loneliness, whether it was just blah, like mine was, laziness, all of that. Quarantine weight, I did gain it. So I have vowed this year to get that weight off plus some. So if you are joining me on that, hold me accountable to my weight loss journey, please, because I can just about talk myself out of everything, including working out. So hold me to it. But some tips that I want to give y'all if you are feeling not like yourself. Number one tip, therapy. That's what I did last year. I went ahead, got me a therapist, one of my close friends from work. He was seeing a therapist and referred her to me. She's fantastic. And like I said, I wasn't really depressed, so it wasn't really therapy. It was more so she acted like a life coach for me in regards to all of my personal goals that I had set last year that did not include YouTube. She really held me accountable and made sure that I made everything bite-sized in regards to reaching those goals. So she was fantastic. If I had something that I wanted to get off my chest that I didn't really want to tell my friends for fear of them judging me or not understanding me, she was that person. So tip number one, get a therapist. It's fantastic. And I know there's a stigma, especially in the Black community, around therapy, that if you go to therapy, you must be a crazy person, or you must be sick, or you must be depressed. No. Therapy can be proactive, which is what mine was last year in 2020. I wanted to make sure that I was proactive since I did have that surgery and I met my max out-of-pocket deductible. So therapy was basically free for me because my insurance was covering it. So I went ahead and took the proactive approach of getting a therapist before I got to the point of no return, and she really helped. She's fantastic. Tip number two, set you some small and short-term goals and make sure that you write them down. They do not become real until you write them down. And if you want to write down your goals, and whether it's a journal, whether it's a vision board, I do like vision boards, I'm a visual person, or a template type of journal or planner, that's also great. That's what I did. So all of my personal goals that did not pertain to YouTube, I used a planner. I'll show you which one I got. So the planner I got is by the Recollections?
So if your child's struggling or starting out in reading, Hooked on Phonics may be an answer. Remember, good phonics skills can make a difference.
Brand. Y'all, I never claimed to be an English professor, so if I ever say anything wrong, just glaze over it, it's okay. But this is the planner that I'm using. So similar to how you have a yearly planner, I have a goal planner. I got this from Michael's. It was on sale. They're always having sales, but it is about $30 without the sale. And I also have a budget planner just like this. I'll show you about it also. So if you're going to Michael's, make sure you're looking for the planners that have the star in the corner like this one. That's the goal planners. So it is an 18-month goal planner. It starts off with a vision board. If you do not have a physical board to do this on, or if you're an artist and you want to draw everything out, I'm not an artist, this is what you would use right here. This is the vision board. You can cut out pictures from magazines, put that here, put words of affirmations, whatever you want to do right here. Then it goes into your goal evaluations. So it's really general for your top 5 goals of the year, and then it gets more specific for the type of goals that you want to achieve. So they have a dream section, wellness section, fitness, career, finance, relationships, and skills. So that was a good catch. So this is basically what it looks like without me showing y'all too much of my business, okay? Then it has goals by the month. So if you want to go ahead and put in the months manually, January through December, or if you want to be sporadic about it, your choice, your goals, put them in here and be specific. Then they have a long-term, short-term goal section. So I hope y'all can see this. What month you want to achieve these, that's my ice maker. What month you want to achieve these goals, and whether these are long-term goals or short-term goals. You know your goals better than I do. So, thank you. Then it goes into your sticker sections for your month by month organization of your goals. So as you can see, it has all the different months tabs. This planner is separated by tabs. I'll skip ahead so that you, are you effing kidding me, man? Of all times for this to happen. That's my ice maker. But I'll skip ahead so you aren't in my business. But a month starts off like this, a cute little encouraging, let your dreams lead you message. You would put your whatever month sticker here on this tab. And then it starts off by, your week by week goals, making sure that for the month you break down your goals per week, being realistic. You want to make sure that your goals are realistic so that you do not get overwhelmed and that you are able to achieve these goals and then build up momentum to achieve your other goals because you feel like you achieved something. So then you have your top 5 goals for the month. Then it goes into the month at a glance. So of course you put in numbers for however the dates start on whatever month that you're using. And then it goes into the week by glance. And again, put in the dates. Put in the dates for whatever month and whatever day they start on. But it helps you break down your goals as specific as possible to make them as achievable as possible. Fantastic. I did this last year. This is my this year's planner, which is why it's pretty bare. But I had one last year. I'm gonna continue to buy these because I do like the templates that it gives me to make sure that I am able to put all my thoughts onto paper. Now onto the budget planner. Make sure that we are increasing our financial literacy because as millennials or whoever it is that's watching this video, making sure that your financial literacy is up to par makes life so much easier in regards to your finances. So like I said, same brand, recollections or recollections. I'm gonna say recollections. I'm gonna go with that. Same brand, also at Michael's, same price. For the money planners, you wanna look for the money sign in the corner of the planners. They have different sizes, different types. If you wanna do spiral, I'm a spiral girl, and I like this size. So you have your finances at a glance in the beginning. So whatever your major debts or goals are in regards to your finances, you put those there, front and center. Break them down. Also an 18-month planner. Then you go into your month by month finance tracker. So, how much you made that month, how much your expenses were that month, how much is left over for each month, making sure that you are writing these out because most banks give you a bank statement at the end of the month of all your spending and most of us don't look at them. So this is holding you accountable so that you are aware of how you're spending and what you're spending on so that you can adjust if needed. And then you have your yearly saving goals, so different goals. So for me, like I said, I had surgery last year, so one of my saving goals is saving up to pay off the rest of my surgery. Yes, I have an HSA account and everything like that, but there's only so much that you can put into an account tax-wise, legally. So this is helping me do things like that. Or if you have trips coming up, put that on here, which I also do. Then you have a bill payment tracker. I'm not showing y'all that because that's all my business. And then great ways to save today, just little things that you can think of. Jot it down, keep it moving. Again, like the other one, you have your stickers for the months. Use those for your month by month saving plans. and then it jumps into the month by month tabs. So it starts off with your monthly budget. Write down everything that you have in regards to the bills that you owe, anything that you're expecting to have, even the little things like getting your nails done, getting your lashes done. If you do monthly massages like I do, write that down. Everything that you spend money on, you want to keep track of it. And then over here on this section, you have your goals for the month in regards to savings and things of that nature. Then like the other one, it goes into the month at a glance. Again, fill in the dates and the times as you would for any other type of planner. And then it goes into the week at a glance. And that's about it for this one. But again, it helps you get all of your anxiety around money. If you're like me, I do get a little anxiety around like budgets and money and savings, and because there's just so much to it, it does kind of give me anxiety because I don't really have a form to put all my thoughts onto paper until I got this planner. Now you can do other ways if you want to do it on notebook paper, if you want to do an app, they have apps for that. I'm not really good at being disciplined enough to go to my apps every day and put everything in. I mean, as much as we're on our phones, I still am not disciplined enough to do that. But writing it down, I'm more of a physical writing person. That really works for me. Or you can get an Excel template, an Excel sheet to get your budgets. Microsoft Excel, they have already pre-made templates that you can just search before starting a new page or starting a new book in Excel. So there's several different ways to do that. So that was tip number 2, figuring out what your goals are and finding a way to be organized around them. Tip number 3, find a new hobby. There's so many different things that you can find on YouTube especially. So for me, I loved dancing. I grew up dancing. I was a dancer for 12 years and I don't like working out. So best way for me to lose calories while also doing something that I love is like hip hop aerobics. So I just find videos on YouTube, follow those. I'm burning calories, I'm having fun, and I'm staying active. You have to make sure that you're staying active during these times. You're just staying inside. Do not let the laziness overcome you for too long. Give yourself grace, of course, like I did. But after a certain point, get your butt up and get to moving. And then tip number 4, set virtual dates, whether that's through Zoom, whether that's through, what is going on with me? Whether that's through FaceTime or whether that's through any other medium that you use to make sure to keep connected with the people around you, not just by scrolling and double tapping. Make sure that you are keeping some type of relationship alive and making sure that you are still alive and that you are not going crazy in your house. Tip number 5, finding a new trade or a new skill to learn, just so that you are putting into yourself while we do have this downtime. Again, there's so many different posts I see on social media like, oh, if you don't have a business by the end of 2020, then you are a bum and you aren't doing it right. Yeah, some people just need to rest. Like I said, we will be working the rest of our lives. If you just want to rest and not start a new online business or anything else like that, that's okay. Do not feel less than because you don't want to do that. But if you are interested in learning new trades and you do have free time and you are kind of getting a little idle and getting a little finicky and getting a little itchy to do something new, I signed up for a few online courses on Udemy. That's U-D-E-M-Y. There's so many things that you can sign up for. They're very inexpensive classes, very different skills that you can learn. It's fantastic. So get something into that. And my final tip is give yourself grace. You do not have to constantly be in the hustle and bustle. You do not constantly have to be your toughest critic, because I know how that is. I am my toughest critic. You need to give yourself a chance to rest if that is what your body is asking you to do. Listen to your body. It always is right, and it always gives you a hint before it gets to the point of no return. So if you need to rest, take that rest. Take it from me. It was much needed, and I am much better, and I'm in a better space to come back with some fire content for y'all, like this series that I'm starting with Cat's Curls, the Kurly Events, and so much more. So give yourself a chance to rest. It's okay. If you wake up on a Saturday and you're just like, no, I don't feel like doing it, then don't do it and go to sleep. Do what you gotta do, listen to your body. But to piggyback off of what I said in regards to me coming back slowly but surely, I'm having yet another surgery the first week of March this year. I was diagnosed last year with uterine fibroids. That was in January. And then I had surgery in February. So it was a crazy year last year. But I'll be getting it removed this March. So there's about a 2 to 3 week healing process because I'm getting a myomectomy. And if you're not familiar with what uterine fibroids are, it is a tumor that is benign, meaning non-cancerous, that most women in their lifetime will get. So about 80% of women will either get uterine fibroids or have already had them. And most of the time, they're tiny, like the size of a pea, and they do not give you any side effects or bother you at all. So a lot of women don't even know about it. But for me, that was not the case. Mine is relatively large. It's a little larger than an egg and a little smaller than a peach. So I gotta get it removed. So that will be happening the first week of March, and I will be healing after that. If I'm up to it, like I said, I listen to my body. If I'm up to it, I will give y'all a week post-op update on how I'm feeling. If you're not interested in that video, don't watch it, okay? That will be part of the Kurly Events series. So yeah, I did a lot of talking. And like I said, for y'all who don't like hearing me talk, this ain't the video for you. But if you have made it this far, thank you so much. I'm coming back, I promise. This year is gonna be better than last year. I'm not going to specify a cadence in regards to, 3 videos a week, 3 videos a month. No, I'm gonna do what I can, but my goal is at least a video a month. That's the bare minimum goal for me. I would like to do at least 2 a month. But I have a full-time job and I have a life besides YouTube, so I am going to do my best. I vow to do that for y'all. But if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. Welcome to the family, Kurlfriends. You are welcome. If you have made it this far, please like the video so that I know that you're watching. Any questions that you have in regards to my planners that I have, uterine fibroids, anything else, any of the tips that I gave you, please, you know what to do, leave them in the comments. And I think that's about it. Oh, and if you noticed, my makeup game has stepped up quite a bit since the last time you've seen me. I got some tips from a girlfriend out here named Ryan. She really hooked me up because I had no idea what to do. I got the hair down pat, but the makeup, I was struggling. Speaking of hair, if one of your goals for this year was to upgrade your hair game in regards to length retention, figuring out some of your struggles that you're currently having, or learning to style your own hair, hit up your girl for a virtual consultation. I have had so many happy Kurlfriends come and set up a consultation with me and leave better than what they came. This is Kurlfriends that are both female and male and everything in between. I do not judge, like I said. Come, you're welcome. I am ready to help you reach your goals as I am reaching mine. So I think that's it for episode 1 of Kurly Events. Even though my hair's straight, but you get the point. Bye.